Going back to planning board days, thinking 7, and I think we loaded up, if I go way back to the
You've got at
early-
least 4 missing.
We loaded up way the heck with a lot of extras that have it, you know, Christian Wallers and your, oh, you're right,
So it's
Jordan.
5 missing.
And you need half for quorum?
Not that you couldn't do act, you can't, you just couldn't.
You can, let's
You can
do
still-
what we can.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
You guys have probably seen the minutes, and, you know, basically, what we've done on the last one was go through some of the agriculture and forest services. And it was coming out that, yeah, there's a lot there, we had to get updated numbers. So I got from Paul Bennett a nice Excel file way of doing some of that. And I reached out to the state here today to try and get the number of phones, you know, forest operations, notifications, and kind of give us an idea how much was harvested in the last 10 years. But the other thing I guess I wanted to bring up was that there are a lot of things coming that the planning board is going to have to be working on, and probably the select board as well, you know.
That's
has
the
to
housing,
do-
for the housing.
For the
Yes.
housing, right, there are,
I was gonna
you
bring
know,
that up.
smaller footprints and, smaller area requirements, so as far as our zoning, we're gonna have to do, quite a bit of, with the, hey, Christian, what?
Peter.
What, all right,
All right.
and it's even more for the quorum, what?
All right, start the meeting at 5:32, whatever.
I like that.
Everybody got Charlie's wonderful minutes?
Yes.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yep, yep.
Any questions? No, the only one I had was about the planning board. They should get a copy of what you had mentioned for the housing.
They did, I've given that to Gary to distribute.
Yep.
Gary's well aware of that there's gonna be quite a bit of, we just got, it seems every year in the zoning ordinance, we end up having to make some changes. We
Yes.
just got a whole group done, so, ready,
Right back at it.
right back at it. Got some new lines in the tables for accessory dwelling units.
Yep.
So, hey, there we go, we can fill stuff in pretty
Yeah.
good. So, the thing I put on the agenda was kinda what I think we've worked on and partially gotten done. And, you know, you put up the historic and archaeological. And if I recall, last year Gwen had gotten up with Richard Corey, and he's, you know, at his Wilton Historical Society. He's offered to help. He couldn't come. I was trying to get him to come tonight. Maybe he'll be able to come in August. That would be nice. Because he was gonna go through this and help us do that part. So, and not having our official
Stenographer.
Right, stenographer to go a whole lot further, but what my recollection is too, that the population and demographics get sent out, you know, in the agenda where I put that out, it's, you know, water resources, we've got a lot to do there. That new transmission line is coming along very good. I got a chance to take a walk down to Barnum Pond, and boy, there's old pipe from the first, it's wooden with the steel banding, or some of that. That was phase 1. Then there's other old pipe they brought out, cast iron, okay. Phase 2, and I think there's some that remain in the ground, the transite they didn't
A
take
lot of
out.
the asbestos cement is staying in the ground.
But that will open up, and it kind of brings up what Erica was saying that month ago that as you're doing your comprehensive plans, you guys really wanna look at, you know, kind of both your zoning and the growth areas that were from the past one. And that's why she'd sent out that one map where, you know, Wilton was gonna have a growth area 1 and a growth area 2. And, yeah,
I got it.
You got one?
I printed them.
okay, all right. So, growth area 1 is the areas that are really served by town water and sewer primarily. And those are gonna be areas that a lot of the new relaxation on lot sizes and, you know, footprint of the building and so forth like that are going to be required to take place.
The one that should help out quite a bit is downtown village going from 7,500 to
5,000
Yeah.
already,
Yeah.
you know, it will benefit
Yes.
some, yes. And, so in that growth area 2 would be, you know, ones that are more rural and they're gonna require a septic, and then you have sort of those requirements taking place. But
That's what I didn't understand, the difference between rural 1, 2, and 3.
well, okay, and if you look at, I'm probably gonna get reading the text, the rural 1 is pretty much all forest undeveloped land. There isn't much road access there, okay? And then you go to rural 2, that's actually better served by some roads, you know, so 156 coming off the north, and then you got like 133 and 156 too going off the south by Peace Pond and that, and then of course the Route 2 corridor. But those also have the growth areas in them because of like that. So that's kind of the way that was delineated. Then if you look at our zoning maps, the areas that they have as residential 1 is pretty much where there is water and sewer. And that's really what most of it is. And that does include, you know, the downtown village, but the downtown village gets some extra relaxation, I guess if you'd say, requirements, like, you know, only 6 foot to the street and so forth. So we hadn't gone through any of that portion of it, and that's in the early stages of the whole thing that's like on page 8. You know, future land use plan. So I don't know if you guys wanted to kind of jump on that or pick another area. I'm expecting we'll have to contact Erica. And Gary, you never got a bunch of stuff from the state. I remember getting stuff like in April, yeah, they'd have all kinds of this, you know, demographic, your mean income and, you know, population or
Yeah.
other kind of stuff.
She's working on it. I can't remember when. She sent me a few and I,
Send them around.
yes,
Okay.
and she was working on the rest then.
And we don't really need that until we're ready to take the comments that are somewhere in the cloud and what we, how we wanna actually print them when they go. At some point, we're gonna have public meeting too.
Now, one thing that's already changed, sorry for
Yeah, they're
jumping
all,
in there. After the town meeting, the ordinance was voted in commercial and industrial, you can do 2 and 3 unit dwellings now based on an LD that came through by the state. We're just following suit with it.
yeah,
So you can have 3 unit buildings.
yes.
And I think it's up to, you know, up to 4 units, don't have to go to the planning board.
Right. The only thing I wish they had changed, and I've got to read through the materials you gave me better. Right now, you're still gonna need a sprinkler with a third unit, not the way I interpret it.
I don't look back at that, there were some comments about certain sprinklers were not
Yeah,
gonna be required. And I thought it was up to 3 units. Anything up to 3, no sprinkler.
that third unit, now you need a sprinkler.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
It's a big change.
that's kind of, all right. And it's probably changed for safer or better, yeah.
But with that said, they did change subdivisions, the number on those for an
Fine.
ADU. Yes,
Yeah,
ADU only, yeah.
And that's the associate or whatever dwelling unit or
Yeah, accessory.
accessory.
Yeah,
so, you know, I think part of our charge is, do we want the planning board to kind of take the lead on that? Have we got some issues with where the growth areas or where we see future land development from what was there in 2009 to what we'd like to see going forward?
That's gonna have to be up to the planning board, I think. I mean,
Well, no, the idea is a comprehensive, there's supposed to be the big picture here, we're going to Connecticut this week on our road trip. And the planning board lays out the real details, but the broader spectrum.
can we
So-
go to New York instead?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wearing the wrong hat.
You had it on earlier in the week.
Right?
You know, for my part, I think the way these maps were kind of laid out and where we are gonna have development, it kind of follows suit. If anything, I was thinking is the fact that the water line now changed, that transmission line changed to follow more of 156. It's still in the area that's listed as growth area. Growth area 2 is gonna make more opportunities, because now you got all the way along Orchard Drive where there's at least water if they plugged off. And I know on 156, a number of people took the option to at least have a valve.
Yeah.
Something taken in there. There's fire hydrants now along there, which again helps reassure
Makes
people
insurance
building
companies
that
happy too.
insurance companies, and that will lower your bills in the long term.
It's more money in people's pockets.
Yeah. Now, maybe in commercial and industrial, that should be the comprehensive plan that pushes that, because that could potentially change growth in those areas. Now,
And we don't have a great deal of industrial, okay. Probably the biggest we're looking at, we just gotta go over here and look outside there, that place. One that I wanted to get changed, a while ago in my tenure was by our Kinnewaka Park, where Vera's,
Yes.
that's considered an industrial, and there's one house in that lot, and there was a select board member, I guess, that didn't want to go along with, maybe they want to do something industrial, so.
yeah,
And so it stayed, but that's kind of a spot zoning that ideally
Yeah.
you would take that out.
the other
But
one
this
is
one
the
could
tannery.
be used and developed.
Yeah, the old tannery could too.
It could,
Yeah,
right? And whether it was commercial or not, yeah.
yeah, that's industrial.
Right.
So, yeah,
So, yeah, it become housing. But I'm fairly happy. I don't know if you wanna consider a motion to make some changes to this map or anything like that. That's what I thought, one of the things we could talk about this evening.
Do we want more people here before we make that decision?
Probably do.
Yeah,
And certainly,
I mean, that's fine. If there's anything, I don't know. If
yeah.
there's anything folks want to talk about, that's fine, then we could present it to whenever the full group's here.
Yeah,
eventually, we will be having public hearings on the finished contemplative comprehensive plan. So that'll be another opportunity for public input, which we all love.
Yep, which is good.
I'm running out of words to say. You wanna play it back? Yeah, shoot, I didn't even get to 6:15. Hey, we had a clock though.
yeah.
So that's interesting. Do we spend any money on municipal growth related capital investment?
Well,
I was just looking at that.
they are,
Very
the
notable.
select board, and maybe one of the acting members here can elaborate, they are going to the CV and Mahar, the engineers who designed what we're getting at the foot of the lake,
Yeah,
and to help do something with the old Foster's Mill on Depot Street.
yeah,
You
okay.
know, the demo area there. So long, there's actually 12 acres there, because it includes some of the opposite side of the stream.
Oh, the hill.
Quite, yeah, it's parts of their old dam. In the metal building, I believe there's a part of that boiler, right? Wilton Woolen Mills or something, got pretty, so they are spending some money, they have gone ahead with that.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
You know, maintenance issues, and geez, the other day, when I was going along, looking at the water line, I went into Temple, and Temple Town Office has got solar panels.
Really?
Sweet, this place would be good with solar panels. You know,
It'd be good if we had a town office.
What's that?
Let's start with a town office.
We've got enough here to put enough panels.
We can't even put windows in.
I know. So,
Yeah.
we're digressing.
It was a surprising amount for,
But they usually stick money aside, how it gets kind of divvied up, I'm sure it's all gonna get better. So, you know, they usually stick some money aside for doing some maintenance. The town garage needs, the safety building's gotten roof work done. They've gotten quite a bit of roof work done. And one of the best building projects we had done was that Kinnewatha Park rec building. That's a beautiful little thing. That it came in,
About
You
the
know,
same price as you
is
did.
what they wanted to do here.
Yeah.
I know, it was a whole building, so, but I'd hate to see what you'd be trying to, yeah. I didn't rest. So, fellas,
let's, and the section after this, section 11, historic and archaeological resources. That one sounds exciting. Fiscal capacity and capital investment.
that sounded like the, you know, the, more of the we gonna get a new airport this year? Probably not.
You have any land flat enough?
Is there an airport in Franklin County? I know that Rangeley has one.
Avon has one.
Does Avon?
Yeah. I think it is.
We're up by Strong or up that way, so yeah.
Avon, Life Flight landed on Avon the other day.
Okay.
So that's how I know they have one.
Is that a heliport or is that a
They said,
All you gotta
set up
do
a
for
landing
it-
spot at the airport, so.
heliport? It's like 20 square feet of concrete.
I saw them out there by the
We should start inviting them.
East Dixfield Range. They were picking up, somebody wanted to know, they
Yeah.
lay down, by the fire department, there's big enough room for them there. Not even nice weather, so,
And then existing land use.
They canceled a life flight for that motorcycle guy who died today.
yeah. I didn't hear about that.
Today or yesterday?
Excuse me?
Was it today or yesterday?
I think it was this morning,
That was
yesterday, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mel J.
right down near the flats, I think.
Yeah. And on 11, the historic, we're trying to get Richard Corey to come in and go through some of that with that. That might make it, that's what it was, kind of a partial done.
On this, I'm just looking ahead a little bit, seeing what some of the upcoming excitement is. And on page 101, the agricultural land, it talks a little bit about how orchards were estimated at 500 acres in 1985 using aerial photos. I don't know nowadays if we would
No,
use a drone or what.
yeah, and we don't have what we used to have in orchards, obviously. Yeah.
Google Maps could probably do that.
Yeah, about the only one I know of really that's doing is clear on Orchard Drive.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
opened it
okay,
up.
yeah.
Then right off Morrison Hill, but that's in the Farmington already, Morrison Hill
Yeah.
Orchard. That's a big orchard.
there's a family, husband and wife up on Orchard Drive they're trying to revitalize their orchard. Right on, it's not too far from the corner of Temple and Orchard on the left-hand side.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
What I'm noticing is though, suddenly there's a lot of houses going on the market.
Yes.
And they're getting good,
Big bucks.
big bucks.
Well, everybody got a letter telling them the house is worth twice as much.
Boy, they're going for it. I mean,
Somewhere.
We paid the same when they go to buy another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
There's people
Yeah,
with
they
a lot of
just
money.
get-
Yeah,
People watched out.
anyway, yeah.
some of them are still paying over asking price.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, up in my area, yeah.
Yep.
Couldn't believe it.
No, you,
But I guess those of us that got one hang on to it.
yeah,
Gary, have there been any big changes on the number of applications for new buildings or renovations in the last, like since the previous plan?
yeah, more renovations actually, and what I sent out to the planning board,
Beginning of the year, yeah.
there were more permits this past year than the year before.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, it seems like it's mostly renovations now or manufactured houses.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That one on the corner of Colby Miller was,
That was nice.
yeah,
yeah,
And,
definitely improvement.
yeah, definitely was.
yeah, big improvement.
Is there a way to put those applications on a map? So that when you go back to this map on where you're looking at growth is going to be, where you can see where growth is?
Yeah, that would be Interesting.
It would have to be put down by map and lot number. Yeah. and-
Yeah, I mean, we can do, it can be done, but you gotta have, the map resources are essentially Erica and Avcog.
Yes.
That's what
And-
we've got. And then the database that
Yeah.
you keep of where you've got building permits.
Yeah, we could do it that way through Excel, break it down permit-wise that way. That's how I do it for the planning board and also how I figure out for the town meeting, what I write down. The issue with doing it, in like Charlie said, it can be done by the property tax maps. There's 35 of them, so in there.
If we ever got to a GIS
Our GPS,
system,
yeah,
it'd make it much easier.
it would make it a lot easier. That's how most bigger cities.
G is converted and, I
Yeah.
mean, they do that, that helps.
Well, if
Then it's easier to generate that kind of pictorial data.
Yes.
Well, and if it's just something like for a working copy, I mean, a copy of the tax map and the list from Excel could just be
Yeah,
uploaded into
yeah, like
ChatGPT and you
Something
could,
is
it would
easy.
impose it on
Yeah.
there. I mean,
something as easy as breaking it down by the map. Like, there were 25 permits
Yep.
in map 35 issued for building.
Yep.
Something that can be done.
So, yeah, so then you make a subset, you got your 30, because most of those maps, there's about 5 of them where you got some real activity. The other 28 or
Yeah,
And you could have,
pretty
you
much.
could take that, what you were saying, and then put it into make it a heat map so that, you know, you could see where those 5 or whatever
yeah,
in here.
yeah. And the water and sewer department is using,
It's going to GIS
they're already using it. You gotta have the time,
to input the data.
yes. And that's
Like SAP.
the issue right now.
Is, how much, like, just so I can wrap my head around that, like, how much data is there?
Data on Excel, every permit that's issued, you put it in Excel. The
Okay.
date, map and zone, and what zone it's in.
So there's maybe like several hundred entries or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, in a year, you probably got 2, 3, you know, if you get 10, 20 a month,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
something like that. So it is an unmanageable, it's not like thousands and millions though, or something.
Right.
Like New York City, but it takes time, and if you're getting the permits and doing the inspection, you don't have the time to
right.
Yeah, no,
Generate,
and I'm just
uh,
trying to think if there's a way that,
graphical.
you know, there's been a lot of improvements in the last few years with the means
Taking
of
data
of
and-
extracting
Yeah.
data out, yeah,
Yes.
you know, so that it's not as much of, you know, somebody sitting in
Yes,
a room just,
And we're lucky that our assessor, their system is it's a database, and,
Mhm.
you know, I asked for him to give me the farmland and the tree growth, and then do it as an Excel, and he was, boom, he's got it. So
Yeah.
it's, he can total up, oh yeah, we got 7,000 acres that were this, and,
oh
you know,
yeah,
435 acres and 28 properties, and,
yeah,
they're very, very helpful. J.E. O'Donnell, they're pretty good.
and there's been talk of hiring interns to put all this data
Yeah, you know,
onto something, and eventually that's gonna have to be done, I think.
and
But that's not
the
my
university does have a public policy, online program, like, you know, it's comprehensive based education. They use UMPI's system, but it's through here, and I mean, that could be a potential, you know, if there's somebody within a county or so that, you know, was
Yeah.
looking for a project, that, you know, that's a
That would be
resource
good.
to tap.
In Auburn, doing
Yeah.
code down there, theirs is in a GIS, and it is great. You can go,
they can look up then all kinds of information on property, just Bing, right?
yeah, because somebody had the time to get all that
Yeah.
input. planners, and you can narrow it down to setbacks on property lines depending on the zone. You know exactly where a house is. There's no question. Okay, this is 15 feet from the abutter's property, you know?
Well, and GIS is really cool because you can take it and then you can also combine that with other statistical data, and you can really have some pretty amazing,
Yeah.
We
pieces
did
of
get, we
information.
did get a price, I think, from J.E. O'Donnell, like, 25,000, to do Wilton, and that was a number of years ago. So I don't think it's been pursued there.
Yeah, cheaper than Windows.
Yeah, well, that was then, too.
Right.
Windows.
Probably still.
Get the disc queen. Yes. Yeah.
And then there's the existing land use. You know, it would be cool, just thinking, brainstorming, you know, you were saying that there's parts of the boiler from the old woolen mill in there.
I had forgotten about it, somebody reminded me that that's where that damn thing is. I don't want to get rid of the building, somebody will buy it, take it, get it up. Oh.
We wanted to put a roof up and put the boiler cover under the roof.
Yeah.
In town.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean,
Big gas
something
tire.
like that would be cool.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
history, yes.
Yeah, to use a part of that, I mean, when
I mean, I think it's
Farmington
18,
redid
15
the,
foot diameter.
the Walton's Mills Park,
Yeah.
they have a big
Yeah.
chunk of the
Yeah,
gearing system from it at the park, and
yeah.
it looks attractive, it's
Very cool.
nice.
Cool engineering job, yeah.
Doesn't Calzaleo still have the,
Down in there, in their building, yeah,
Yeah.
back there. Yeah, yeah. The boiler room, which it was called first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
now, somebody was using their thought process when you kept that building there at Foster's, because they can rebuild in that same footprint 12 months after it's torn down, up to 12 months.
Yeah, but it's been torn down.
Well, the metal building's still there.
Oh, that one is, that one, yes,
Yeah.
that one is. That one is kind of, yes.
Where's
So, it's right by the stream.
Oh.
It's- Yeah.
Yeah,
As you come by the little bridge, you go down from Academy Hill School,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and it's all kind of getting grown up there. Cyclone fence, that's the area.
yeah.
Yeah, there really have been a lot of very nice renovations done around town.
Yes, there have.
Definite, seem like a nice sprucing up of
Yes,
things in general.
it's come a long way, you know. At one point, it was basically a ghost town.
Yeah.
Get those buildings repaired, replaced, and it's looking really good.
Well, and especially just, there's such a housing need right now, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Is that the same builder doing all that work? Or two different contractors?
You got Mac that's doing a lot down there. You got Jeff Chasen. Actually, Mac just bought one more of his properties on Wicken Lane. He'll fix that up. Mac is the owner of
Really?
Chaos. Yeah,
He's the Ford,
yeah,
and
yeah.
the Ford and
Dodge.
Dodge Jeep
Yeah.
guy.
He's the one that did the apartments over Chaos.
Yeah.
He's the one that did the small, well, he had contractors on the corner of Maine and Curve, that's for sale now.
And that's basically a pre-built they put in there,
Is that-
or was that a stick built?
Stick built.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That one
Yeah.
little one that's on that sort of
Around
fan
the
line.
corner.
Yes,
There by the-
yeah.
Yeah, he lives in Chester's house.
Yes, he does, yeah. Chester Greenwood, the one that invented.
The guy that invented
Is that right?
earmuffs.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
been 150 years. It's time for the next great idea.
I thought he lived in Wilton, he doesn't? He
No,
lives in
no, it's right,
Farmington.
right at the end of the Farmington Falls Road is. It's above the DHHS building there.
Okay.
And then when we're looking at the existing land use,
What page you want?
I'm just looking at 98, to encourage orderly growth and development in appropriate areas of each community while protecting the state's rural character, making efficient use of public services. And we were talking a little bit about some of those changes with the water and sewer there. And then, and preventing the development of sprawl. And, you know, it's, one interesting piece is, you know, having grown up where I did on the Cape and Islands, I can tell you what sprawl really looks like. All you have to do is go down Route 6 on the Cape, and
Yeah.
they call that road Suicide Alley because it's just like Route 2, and everybody's
We're getting there. Yeah.
and there's no type of frontage roads or anything like that. So, you know, that type of thing, foresight, you know, not that there shouldn't be any development, but that if there is, you know, to think about how that, you know, I mean, that little area over by where the Munson Road is, and you're going over to the,
It's better now,
Yeah.
I think, because it all used to be concentrated at the Big Apple
Yeah, yeah.
and Munson. Now it's moved a
The
little
donuts
bit
spread it out.
over. It's spread out a little bit. It's still all
that's not the
there,
only thing.
but it's not all right at that Big Apple.
Yeah.
The Big Apple was like, holy shit, they're coming from everywhere.
Yes.
You know, so now it's, okay, the coffee people are there, and
Yeah.
it's a little.
And you know, it's interesting too, you know, when you drive down through that section between, say like the Career Center and Dunkin' Donuts or Big Apple, you know, and you think about where Main Street is too, really you have the feeling that it is a much bigger, more rural area, because there's a lot of things that are, you just can't see from the road. You know, like you don't really see the ATV snowmobile trail. You don't see the couple of houses that are up, you know, on that bluff, and you know, it just, I don't know, it just seems to fit in there pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, we're due to get a stoplight there. I believe that's gonna happen next year,
Yeah.
the Google service station. So that's gonna change things markedly at the bottom of the hill too. That'll kind of,
Yeah.
you know, you'll be getting slugs of traffic.
A
kind of.
disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's like the one that the,
I didn't want to say that, but
You know it.
The stop sign, I know, yeah, the lights.
You know,
certain times a year, it's gonna be,
Stopping
Right
trucks,
up there.
going up the hill, stopping trucks coming down the hill. It's like,
You'll hear the jig screech, you're gonna hear it all.
Well, and,
Oh, God.
you know,
so
trucks going up and down the hill, all you gotta do is look at the bottom of Main Street in Farmington. It doesn't work too well.
yeah,
They just kind of keep,
yeah,
really get stuck.
especially in the winter, going either way.
There was a
And
Chevy, they should have
It's gonna
made,
be days, it's gonna
somebody
be.
helped the semi get up a hill with their Chevy truck or something. They should have made an end.
Yeah,
You know, and one thing, I don't know if anybody's ever thought of it, and I know that they have a certain, I don't know if that stigma is the right word, but there's this view towards them. But when we lived on the north side of Indianapolis, and there was a city called Carmel, spelled like the candy, but said like you got a mouthful of marbles. And it was the fastest growing county in the US for like over a decade. And so it went from a small town, like, you know, farmers union kind of place to really a lot of folks moved out of the city up to there. And anyways,
What was gonna drive it? I mean, there must have been, was it just,
Well,
there must have been enough jobs around, right?
there was a lot of jobs, and it was a lot of demographic change, just people moving out
Out.
of Indianapolis
Yeah.
proper up.
Mm.
And, you know, the mayor is a guy named Jim Brainerd, and he came back from going over to, I guess, Europe or something. And they replaced all but, I think the city has 200,000 or 300,000 people. It's pretty big. And they changed all of the intersections, except for 3, to roundabouts. And it's amazing the drop in accidents and the severity of the accidents, and just we thought it was crazy when it was happening, but after 3 or 4 months, everybody got used to it, and you just
It forces you to slow down, actually.
well,
Figure out where you're going.
and that's and they would put like attractive like the plantings at the end of the Falls Road in Farmington, the just sort of nice garden or arrangements or whatever in the center of these, or they put some art or something of that nature, and it forces you to slow down, and everything just keeps moving. Like you don't stop, you just
You try to merge in, we just keep it.
And I only ever saw one person not use it right. They went, I don't know how, but they went wrong way around. Everybody else was just like, yeah, we'll just let this play out for a minute.
We've seen this before.
Until they're done, then
That usually doesn't end
we'll
well.
get going, but,
Don't tell my wife that, because, in France, I ended up, I would have a work job there, drove around the Champs-Élysées, and you're right, if you do it right, just keep moving, you may get in there. But my wife, we go through Augusta, I ain't doing that, you're driving. We get 1 by 156, 133.
well, I mean, there were some spots where, like, you
You
would
gotta
get
get used
right
to it.
off of, it'd be 2 lanes each way. You'd get right off and you'd go into one, and it
Right
literally
next
was,
to the other
there'd
one.
be a chain of 3 or 4 of them.
Didn't you
And,
look around?
yep, and you would
Yeah.
just go through, and then you went off into this shopping area, and you went and then you went straight down such and such road. And, you would think it
People
would
gotta
be
get
crazy,
used to
but
it, and just,
yeah, it was,
Yeah.
And you don't get the slugs, what I mean, all of a sudden, because what I noticed coming out of Farmington is when that
yes,
light
you get those surges.
surges, baby, from, the Walmart on, okay, now the hospital, boom,
Yep.
you get a whole,
Well, and like places like, all those, end of the Falls Road, Route 2-4,
the busy times.
There was a picture I saw from the 60s of where the Falls Road was, and it looked kind of like what that Route 2-4 interchange. And it's like somebody took a circle and like inverted it about 6 times, and like instead of just having the circle, like this will be great.
You're right.
But anyways, it's just a thought, down the road, if the town grows, or people want the town to grow, and that, it does, it saves time, it saves money, it saves emergency resources and so on, and, all of that's money, and
Yeah.
even in Farmington, I mean, to get from just from the Falls Road to my parents' house on the Holly Road, getting through downtown Farmington, between 4 and 6.
It's packed.
Yeah, it's a half an hour to get through there, and,
Yeah.
we don't think that we have traffic, but
We do.
there's more than there used to be,
Yeah. When I go to Farmington, I go up over Temple
Yep,
and down Morrison,
yep,
just to avoid.
yeah,
Some of that.
Yeah.
Time of the day, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyways, just a thought.
Well, you were saying kind of sprawl and along that, so Pleasant Street, I think that's gonna get repaved.
I think they've already started.
There's some new buildings going on there, and one in particular, very big and nice,
Yeah, Yeah,
and then another one going in.
Well, and there's a whole host at the Milton Corner Road. I mean, they're putting in a new
Yeah,
It's
a
a
couple of
new,
things, there's a bank.
credit union, yeah, and then there's 5 or 6 big
Other-
lots in there.
The
that
car
they-
wash too, right?
Yep, car wash is next to the Pizza Hut in between.
That's what
Bank
that's
and the
gonna be,
Pizza
the
Hut.
car, that's why there's all them
Yeah.
extra piping or stuff, you know.
Mm.
They don't, never put up what it's gonna be, coming soon.
And you know, like eventually though, you know, you get that urgent care there. And you have people coming out onto the Knowlton, and you have people coming out onto Route 2. And that's already numerically the most dangerous intersection
right.
in Franklin County.
It's bad, it's on the curve,
Yeah,
busy.
you're just gonna have a big
Is that just a
jam.
blinking light there? I'm trying to remember.
yeah.
There ain't nothing,
No,
nothing.
right, yeah.
No.
There's a blinking light there?
But, you know, if this is a planning document.
Boy, you gotta stop on the
20,
corner.
40
and then
years
you
I thought
down
they
the
did.
road.
I thought they did.
And then you have some
You know,
caution.
The time to do it
That's
is,
what I thought I saw
when
the
it-
other day, because I
Yeah.
could see
you don't
people
have
all
to
lining
get
up, wanting
easements
to
in
come
right
out.
away.
Exactly.
The bus.
Yeah,
you know,
School bus to come along. and-
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No,
And-
that
and
one's tough, that almost.
Maybe
could use
someday
a
they'll-
light,
they'll
a
be,
light
uh,
or something.
Maybe someday
Yeah.
there'll be a sidewalk. Dare to dream.
Station up, station.
So with the historical and agricultural, you're gonna try and get Richard Corey
Yeah.
from the Historical Society. That would be great. That would be really helpful. And
When had gotten him that section.
The info,
So,
okay.
Yeah, so he's gotten a chance to look at it.
and I didn't get a chance to look at the whole thing of Gwen's emails. I'm sure she'll probably be planning on being up next.
yeah, she said she put in 2 dates, and the last one, I think she said August 31st would be the best for her. Is that a Monday?
It was quick, we're gonna draw. These yellow thing,
Looks like.
25, I think.
Oh, that's the wrong year?
No, it's 26.
The
Looks like a
31st
Monday
is the
for
last
us.
Monday.
First would be
Yeah,
a
she said
Monday.
that would work best for
31st
her.
would be a Monday, yeah.
It's fine with me.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
31st on Monday.
question for you, Charlie. Bates Brook, Chandler and Pond on existing land use, that's a subdivision, 13 lots. Nothing's there, as far as I know. That's down near, that pond road. When I started,
Boy, yeah.
you took me to an inspection right there, right beside it.
Well, that's,
249 Pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful place, yeah. That's stream protection down through there.
the one middle that is right close to, yes, right
Yeah.
close to the stream. The
Yeah.
the school teacher, she
Yes,
built that,
Fletcher.
right,
Yeah,
right. And I was going through, yeah, we were all 75 foot away from everything there, but
Yes.
boy, it's right,
yeah.
Down to the,
yeah.
That just surprised me when I saw that.
I never,
Yeah.
elite.
you know, Hardy Farm, yeah, but that's way older. I didn't know anything about Bates Brook, and
Right.
I never seen
Are
anything.
there any other ones here that haven't
There,
really been?
Lyle Hall.
I don't
There's
notice a
3
lot.
different, Lyle Hall stuff isn't here, and then there was Village View. We did Village View, oh, that's there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, not that one.
79.
There's another one that's 3, after Adam Mack, he kind of split up some of that property, and he did 3 or 4 lots up on Village View, on the other side of where the Foster's Mill.
Yeah, they're all built except one now, correct?
I haven't kept up. The first one was John Brown built one. and
He built
somebody
two,
else-
then he built another one beside it.
Did he?
yeah.
He
Okay.
bought from the lady, but
Okay,
she's still
some
trying to sell.
crazy lady was gonna.
She's still trying to sell the last one beside it, but I don't think you can build on that one at all.
It's like,
Well, you know,
Interesting.
John Brown took quite a risk, I thought, because he wanted it permitted, and I told him at this point, according to the tax map, it's not a buildable lot. He goes, no, I'm pretty sure. So he bought it anyway, where he built his new house. And his
I
real
didn't know
estate.
he built the new
Build
one.
the second one, yeah.
Yeah,
Up there too?
yeah,
Guys, I
and he, his
saw him
real
the other
estate
day.
agent found a survey from mainland that made it a buildable lot. And a survey supersedes our property tax map, because it's more accurate. So,
Well, they were supposed to all be buildable lots, but there's no way that the one the lady has left can hold a
not
house.
unless she's part of that mainland survey.
They were all done by mainland, I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Grandfather in there.
But our property tax map still shows it as not a buildable lot size.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know, okay, so he's going, closer to 2 and 4 is where he's going, because he was at the one end. Oh, really?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I haven't been up there in a long time.
It's a nice place.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does pretty good at it in the first place. It's kind of rough when he was putting it together.
Yeah,
Larry, but they ended up
yeah.
making a nice place.
He gave up on internal plumbing. Third time I went out there, he was like, I'm just hiring somebody.
I was probably a lot more.
It's good to know when you're licked.
Yeah.
And so all the other ones of these, they are
That
ones
olive
that have been
wood
pretty much done, or-
circle, I know olive wood circle some, but
Yeah.
That hasn't been built on in years, though.
No, there's a guy building right off from that on North View, which is on Olivewood Circle down near where Bogue lives. You go right past where Bogue lives, right up on top of, I call it the summit, but it's just a knoll. Beautiful view, 360,
Wow.
Oh, really?
okay.
so much ledge, I just,
There's ledge underneath.
But you don't access it from Olive Circle, you're coming off Prospect, no, you do?
I'm talking off Lyle Hall Road.
Lyle
sorry.
Hall Road, Northview, they've cleared that, yeah, with
Yes.
Bruce Bogue and.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Way the hell the other side of town, buddy.
Way the other side. You couldn't.
You couldn't walk there from, unless you started yesterday.
Yeah. But I don't recognize a lot of these, so a lot of them
I
have never been built on, I don't think.
don't know.
That would be interesting to find out what,
'Cause
what
they're-
tax maps they're on or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
There should be in the Register of Deeds, there should be surveys done for each
Yeah.
of these.
We've got,
And Fenderson Hill, I've certainly found that one.
yeah,
And the
there's,
Lyle Hall, there's several of those
we've got all the surveys.
done in,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be interesting to
yes.
look at, just, if you're thinking about growth and down the road and managing
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
I don't know if any of those people ever think about building any of those out, but it's sort of
right.
like you have whatever else you're doing, you have that potential there for,
Yeah.
those to happen.
I don't see Pleasant Road on this, Pleasant View, is that what they call it?
Pleasant View is in, yeah, that's right. There is, and then there is a,
Right. Speaking of Richard Corey, he sent me a map that showed back when Wilton, I wanna say it was 1872, had lots. They were all 114 acres. And that's what they had for buildable lots back then. And that was one of the last ones that was broken up for that subdivision, according to Richard.
yeah,
I'll
okay.
tell you, it is so interesting
Yeah, it
talking
is.
with him.
Yeah, he,
Oh, he knows a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead and share.
So, about the map that we were talking about earlier, do we want to think about doing anything with that? I could help with.
Our
Nothing
best
around
is
the
to
data.
use, AvGog,
Yeah, okay.
But if she needs some data, you know,
Yeah.
modified or something like that,
Happy to do that.
Yeah,
Gary has, you know, list of building permits by, well,
Yeah, that would actually be interesting.
I don't know if Excel goes back,
I
they
would
must go
use-
back 10 years, right?
Oh, yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it goes back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would, it starts, yeah, I mean, it was there, I was kind of following what had been done before me, and I think that went to Paul Montague, so that would have been into,
Yeah.
probably 2005, 2004, or
Yeah,
something like
and
that.
it was at least in the late 90s. I think it was probably back to 93.
93, yeah. Yeah, I can go back and first do it in Excel, and get with Erica, and, yeah, you,
Yeah.
All you'd wanna do, all we had in the last one was the
It'd be great
last
to
10
look at
years.
it.
yeah,
You know, and if you just even did the last, since 2020, that would be the last 5, 6 years, that would, I would think, that would be.
that'd give us a start anyway.
Yeah, and certainly post, or through,
Post
throughout.
COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's when it really, I think it was kind of a,
yeah, it took off like a rocket.
it did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, our property values also.
yeah,
But I suppose if you have a lot of extra money get into the system, it kind of happens.
well, and, yeah, I lived in a place where that happened. It's still happening.
Yeah, it's still happening.
yeah,
And
Is the
I
bubble
mean-
gonna burst? I hope not.
houses that, you know, you remember, you know, when you're younger, you know, now they're $2-3 million and people knock them down and put up a real house.
yeah,
So, I mean, you know, it's weird to think of, but
Where are you gonna make that kind of money? Where are you
I'm
gonna-
told there's a very small percentage that,
Well, that's just it, that 1.5% or whatever that was.
yeah,
And everybody else were all kind of going, huh? How
Yeah.
are we gonna do this? And work.
But, yeah,
And
if-
that
if,
work thing is gonna be a big deal too, the traveling around, gas, whatever it is, oh my God.
oh, yeah,
Cost a fortune, just go to work.
yeah.
yeah,
Basically a bedroom community now,
It is,
yeah,
sad.
yes,
well, and, you know, I mean, that's, you know, an important part of all this, you know, is kind of what do people want the town to
yeah,
be, you know, I mean, do they want it to grow, do they not? I mean,
yeah,
it's a double-edged sword.
It sure is.
You can cut things for good or for ill,
yeah,
Mm.
you know, and, you know, you get more jobs, but then you get more responsibilities and troubles and one thing or
Yeah.
another, you know, it's,
You know, I mean, we talk about, you know, growth and so forth, but there isn't a lot of, you know, guidance for what do you do and, you know, like, yeah, your Bass Shoe closes down, your, international paper, Verso, whoever
Yeah,
they are,
absolutely.
they close down, I mean, you're saying we're the, yeah, when I worked there was a lot of people making good money, no big deal, huh?
They don't know.
well, yeah, I mean, just, you know, like little more falls.
It's a bigger dump,
you know,
you know.
That's right.
you know,
Yeah.
That's what it is, it's a landfill and.
and it's time for the
Just to
next
the point.
big idea.
yeah.
You know, it's gotten to the point where you can't afford to maintain this stuff, it's so expensive.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yeah.
I've got my own bit of that, but that's the problem, it's so expensive to try to fix some of this stuff.
Yeah,
It's almost more than half of what the houses were.
yeah,
Give me a break.
yeah, it is, it's, and, yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of things challenging, and certainly over the last, whatever, 5-10 years, municipal costs are,
What would you do
Yeah.
to go ahead and replace, like, say, Bass Shoes and all these places that used to, that was the ground floor of it all. I mean, let's face it, this is what maintained these towns all over the place.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you just watch them all go away, because I was part of the 60s and I just could see it coming. And everything started falling apart, and it's been, what, 50, 60 years, and where are we?
yeah.
yeah,
Well, and I don't know any of the numbers or problems or benefits per se, but, you know, like, I mean, there's a lot of money going into data centers. And, you know, but I mean.
It goes a lot of jobs too.
Yeah, apparently, you know, but I
Sure.
mean, that's part of the whole bigger discussion. At
Little
some
good,
point,
little
you're
bad.
gonna have,
Maybe a lot of bad.
Yes,
well, you're gonna have more people than what you need per se. You
Yeah.
know, so like, what are they gonna do?
yeah.
You know, like, what pursuits, you know, I mean, taking care of elderly folks or arts or something, you know.
Yeah, take care of me,
Yeah, take care of them, right?
Data centers, what I kind of fear is like, and somebody brought it up, and you see them around Maine all over, all the kind of chicken barns.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
jumped in that chicken
chicken
barn.
barns, yeah.
Well, you know what you land in when you.
And all of a sudden now they're sitting, I mean, well, anyway. Data center. Jay didn't get theirs, they didn't have any real, got an outtake, so, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, those are interesting questions to put out, you know, and I don't know, survey-wise, you know, get some information, thoughts on that. And we did, didn't we?
Yep.
We did, but we didn't have anything like, you know, data centers or anything like that. And there were people that have come to the planning board or, you know, I don't know if any came to any select board meetings and wanted to talk and have a moratorium or something like that. And that's realistically, the goddamn price of electricity here in this far end of the
Yeah.
Northeast in the winter is not trivial. So, you know, we better have.
My understanding was that they would be in the J area because of the river, because they require.
Yep, absolutely.
Water that we don't have in Wilton.
It would be less impact than when the paper mill was.
Yes,
Definitely.
I heard that it was like a quarter or more less of the water.
Yeah, they wouldn't, but the finance, you gotta have some big purses behind to pursue it, and the guy really didn't have everything all lined up.
There was also the discussion of, you know, the output of stuff coming from these data centers. I mean, that's a lot of stuff in the air.
Yeah,
And, you know,
Yeah,
in
just
California,
even what
I
it
saw what
is.
it was like with some of those towers they put up. All the kids got cancer, all of them, and it was really scary stuff. And, you know, it woke people up to realize you put all this high-powered stuff around you, you're gonna pay, and it's gonna be probably your kids and something down the road, because that's really what you see.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a lot of cooling towers.
Well, that's just it, you know, you're starting to generate
Yeah.
waste. I don't know.
I don't think we gotta worry
All-
about
any
one
of that
coming next
stuff
door,
gets
but.
back.
I don't think we have to worry about that.
But I will say that the grow house that burned down behind, they cleaned that sucker up nice.
Yes, yeah, he did.
They did. I thought I was gonna sit there and, no, I had
Was that the house right on,
Right next door.
down by the,
No,
Oh, yeah,
behind.
Yeah, yeah.
The Butler building.
It was
It was
a
called- it was
Butler
called the Butler
building,
building.
Butler steel type building. And it
oh,
was separate from the warehouse
oh, okay,
out
okay.
here, and it
Oh.
was there were various marijuana grows in there, and that burned last fall. Hell of a fire. So.
Burned twice or 3 times or something.
Bad.
Kept relighting.
times.
Right?
Relight the mouth,
You
right?
know, Chad thought it was his wood operation.
Oh, God.
But they cleaned, Travis got it cleaned up nice.
Yes, he
He
did.
got it handed to him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So he's still around somewhere, I take it.
Yes.
Oh,
We've gone over.
I was gonna ask you, what happened to that thing over in West Wilton there, that little single wide? That was sitting.
Oh, the one in East Wilton next to.
It was behind the guy, that little store thing.
Yeah,
And
by
I
Shelley's.
remember they were cleaning it all up one day, and we
Yeah.
went by, and it was all burned up, and I went, holy crap, oh, that happened fast.
Yeah, it did.
I wonder what happened there.
Someone was telling me that the oven started that.
That's what I heard. I'm not sure if it's true.
I'm just glad it wasn't the oil burner, because I worked in that dump. I don't know if you know the lady.
Yes, I've met her a few times. Candace?
She lives right next door, too.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when I saw that, I said, thank God it's that side of the house.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have another meeting on the
31st.
31st.
And, yeah, it'll be great to hear from Richard. And
Yep.
so I think we had some good, kind of thoughtful conversations tonight.
That was good. Pretty nice.
All right, should we call this meeting?
Oh, that worked.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.